Welcome to the virtual tour of Data Center 1, or DC-1 as we call it. DC-1 is our state-of-the-art, multi-million-dollar facility designed to deliver services that will empower your business. Over 2 years of planning was put into the development of this data center to ensure that it meets or exceeds data centers located in large metropolitan areas. Let's start our tour by taking a look at some of the structural highlights. First, this room and the operations center as a whole were set up with 1-foot-thick steel-reinforced concrete walls, along with an 8-inch steel-reinforced concrete slab roof. When designing this building, the specifications to withstand a direct hit from an F5 tornado were effectively doubled. Additionally, we also have energen fire suppression throughout this room and the facility. This is the environmentally friendly replacement for halon, so it's easy on the electronics and easy on the environment. Speaking of the environment, we're also very conscientious about temperature and humidity levels, monitoring them closely to both prevent static discharge or condensation that can lead to corrosion, electrical malfunctions, and damaged equipment. Here, you'll see rows of APC cabinets with inline chillers built into the rows of cabinets. They've been set up with a hot aisle and a cold aisle configuration. This allows the room to maintain consistent temperatures for optimum effectiveness. Chillers located outside of the building cool glycol to 40 degrees, and from there it feeds the inline chillers which work to cool the air around it. Each chiller can function independently or collectively. The chiller itself pulls in warm air from the room, cools it, and then sends it back out. Sensors on the chiller can constantly monitor the temperature of the incoming and outgoing air and make adjustments accordingly. Likewise, the cabinets also have their own temperature sensors. Much like a sophisticated thermostat, they analyze the temperature of the air immediate to the cabinet. If the air becomes too warm, the system will automatically adjust the cooling in that area of the room. So while they can function together to keep the whole room cool, regional temperature differences can be addressed by their ability to function independently. In addition to the interior and exterior chillers, DC-1 also has cold aisle containment curtains set up to prevent the mixture of hot and cold air at the ends of each respective aisle. This helps in maintaining a stable temperature. We also left the high ceilings in this room exposed to allow for additional heat dissipation above the racks. As a final backup, we have forced air cooling that can be engaged if anything happens to the inline chilling system. With Data Center 1, you can rest assured that your data is stored in a facility running at optimum temperatures. Your data is vital to your business. With Data Center 1, we've taken every precaution to protect our customers' data and the ability to access it. With DC-1, we have redundant 1.6 megawatt generators. In the unlikely event that one generator fails, our secondary generator will immediately activate to provide constant power. In addition to our generators, by default, each cabinet comes equipped with dual uninterrupted power supplies, or UPS. This is an additional measure to ensure your equipment is always powered, along with saving the expense and space of providing your own power backup solution. The power distribution was configured with about 10,000 watts of power available to each cabinet, with each one having redundant power distribution units, or PDUs. These PDUs are technically sophisticated power strips that have power from distinct UPSs available to each cabinet. Because of this, each device within a cabinet would have redundant power supplies and redundant cabling to each of those PDUs. DC-1 is also connected with multiple independent fiber pathways, allowing you to connect to your data via the internet or by private E-line connections to a particular site. Therefore, if one path becomes unavailable, another pathway is still active to access your data. Finally, to offer the highest redundancy, all of the Telesystem servers within the data center are backed up to Data Center 2, which is located in another state, giving geographical diversity from DC-1. In the event that DC-1 was rendered inoperable, any data stored on our servers is still available via DC-2. Ensuring authorized access to your data is paramount. There are very strict guidelines in place governing entrance into DC-1. Internally, only those team members that have a need to enter the data center are given clearance. Additionally, escorted access to your own equipment is permitted only to your company's authorized personnel who have met Telesystem's security clearance provisions. We also have motion-sensitive cameras strategically located throughout the room that are monitored by our network surveillance team 24 hours a day, 365 days per year. Additionally, each individual cabinet is equipped with a combination lock. With all of this, you have the peace of mind that comes from knowing where your data is located and exactly who is watching over it. Now add all of this together, and you get a comprehensive solution from a company that is driven by industry standard compliance. Telesystem has secured both SOC 2 Type 2 attestation and HIPAA compliance. What this means is that Telesystem has very disciplined standards in place for both the structure and operational standards enacted for DC-1. SOC 2 attestation is governed by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants, who conduct a thorough review and examination of security, availability, and confidentiality controls. These are measured to ensure data is safeguarded. Obtaining a Type 2 attestation ensures that procedures have been clearly defined to ensure the operational integrity of the data center. Even the strictest measures established by the federal government for the medical community, as set forth in HIPAA regulations, have been successfully met or exceeded within DC-1. That's why today, many of our current customers include hospitals, local school districts, nonprofits, and area universities. Now that we've reviewed how our data centers have been configured, let's look at the type of services available. Let's start with physical colocation. Physical colocation provides an opportunity for our customer to store their own equipment or servers within our data center. Availability ranges from one rack unit or RU to 1/4, 1/2, or full cabinets. In addition to the features described earlier in our tour, we can remotely monitor the data center structureware, giving us the ability to even power cycle an individual plug for a specific piece of equipment within a cabinet. Also, each cabinet comes with internet access to allow you remote access. If you're ready to jump into the cloud, DC-1 is also home to Telesystem's entire suite of cloud computing solutions. With cloud servers, you no longer have to invest large amounts of upfront capital. Rather, utilizing a virtual machine, you can configure your server to virtually any specification and increase capacity as needed. Cloud servers are perfect to provide readily scalable computing resources and offer the most up-to-date technology available. This is ideal for companies interested in testing new software, as this gives them a safe, stable environment to run tests without impacting their network. Finally, Telesystem's cloud servers provide a cost-effective way for businesses to address the problems caused by aging on-premise technology. Telesystem's virtual servers give businesses of any size access to cutting-edge technology without the cost of maintaining on-site servers. DC-1 also offers cloud storage options for our customers, including backup and disaster recovery. As businesses examine what they would do in the event of a disaster at their facility, they often look to backup or disaster recovery as a way to make sure their vital data is kept safe. Telesystem's Cloud Backup gives customers a way to store their data on a server located here in DC-1. This provides our customers with a second copy of their data should their on-site systems fail. Disaster recovery takes that a step further for customers who can't afford downtime in the event of a disaster. This helps customers meet their recovery time objective by restoring systems and data to a virtual server within our data center. Lastly, DC-1 also houses our hosted Exchange email solution. Enjoy all of the features and functionality of Microsoft Exchange without the equipment or licensing headaches. And since it's hosted, Telesystem takes care of updates and maintenance. With shared calendaring, tasks, and email functionality, along with smartphone and tablet access, Hosted Exchange can provide mobility and collaboration tools for your team. We hope that you've seen that we strive to build solutions that meet the specific needs of businesses we serve, independent of size. Telesystem's cloud solutions provide cutting-edge technology that is secure, redundant, and disaster-proof, providing the confidence that empowers you to do business the way your future intended. Thank you for joining us for today's virtual tour. We encourage you to schedule an individual tour of Data Center 1 at your convenience.